This week on Music Worth Buying, we're going to be checking out Himalayan by the Band of Skulls.
And Looking Into You, a tribute to Jackson Browne.
Hello, my name's TJR. I'm a musician and a music writer.
And my name is Robert Kinsler, and I'm a music writer and a musician.
And welcome to another episode of Music Worth Buying. This is the show where Robert and I every week go through tons and tons of releases, and we try to pick out of everything we've listened to, the stuff that we're most excited about, so we can share it with you and hope that you'll be excited about it too. I'm going to start off the show with the third album by the Band of Skulls. And so far, every time the Band of Skulls has released an album, I've featured it on the show, which is a good sign that they have remained consistent from album to album. Now, there's been a little bit of change in direction with this album. The previous first two albums were produced by Ian Davenport. And those first two albums had a much more starker production to them. This time, the album has been produced by Nick Launey, who's produced such groups as Public Image Limited and the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. This time around, the band has gone for a bit more of a polished sound, I would say. I'm not going to say this doesn't rock. It definitely rocks. It's a bit more of a polished sound, has a bit more of a pop sheen to it. And I feel that this is maybe just a very slight, ever so slight error in judgment. Just very slight, okay? It's not a fatal error by any means. I really like the album. But I think that some of the darker aspects of their songwriting are better served by the more starker production. However, on the other hand, there are tracks like the one that we're about to listen to. This track is called Get Yourself Together. And tracks like this really benefit from the more polished sound. And especially in lieu of the fact that there is a lot more going on in the arrangements, a lot more nuances going on. So I feel it benefits from this. So let's check out this track here. It's Get Yourself Together. Here we go.
Wake before the dawn. You're alive, but you're older. Neither right or wrong. Who is that?
You know, I really like that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Beautiful, yeah.
And when you listen to it with headphones, you're going to hear a lot more nuances.
Oh, okay.
A lot more just little intricacies going on with it when you hear it with headphones as opposed to just hearing it on the CD player like we are right now. It's definitely a headphone song in my opinion. And once again, I want to add that no way do I feel like this band has, they've sold out or sacrificed their integrity by going for a more polished sound. I still really enjoy this album. I still enjoy the songs. Even though I feel that their music could be considered arena rock, I felt like the more stark production by Ian Davenport brought a sense of intimacy to their first two albums. Whereas with this album, I feel that the production makes me feel more like I'm at the party with everyone else. Whereas with the first two albums, I feel like I'm just there alone listening to them play live. And I feel this tremendous sense of intimacy when I hear those first two albums. Here I feel like I'm at the party with everyone else, but I don't mind being at this party. Let me tell you something. It's a good party. I'm not opposed to being there. Now, packaging-wise, this one comes in a 4-panel mini vinyl gatefold. Here we go. They always have abstract art on their album covers. That's been a consistent theme with each one, is the abstract artwork. And it comes with a fold-out here. Lyric sheets and poster. So on one side, we have all the lyrics, and very easy to read. There we go. Let's hold it right side up. That's probably better.
That helps.
And not that anybody's going to be reading this through the camera lens. And then also on this side here, we have a photo of the band, a poster, a little mini poster.
Oh yeah,
so there you
nice.
go. So let's check out another track, and this is a much more rockin' track, much more indicative of the band's sound. This is called Asleep at the Wheel. All right, and that's Asleep at the Wheel, but they're definitely not asleep at the wheel on this track. This is what they're mostly known for, just these rock songs that just groove. You know, we're mining a little bit of Black Sabbath, a little bit of Led Zeppelin, but it's their own sound. And Band of Skulls has remained consistent, in my opinion, for these last 3 albums, continually making just really good rock.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that in.
And I should also mention, I'm holding up. If you get this album at the Best Buy stores in the U.S., you'll get some additional bonus tracks. That's what I have right here. They don't credit the bonus tracks on the back here of the packaging. They just have the actual standard listing. But they are there, and the bonus tracks are well worth getting. So I just want to let you know about that, too.
Yeah, and like we talked a little bit off camera, I did see Band of Skulls right when when their first record came out at Coachella, and they were just a hard rock, and like you're saying, just a great rock band, and it's great to see that they stuck with it. And it sounds like they've deviated a little bit, but pretty much they're still on. Yeah,
everybody has to change a little bit here and there. You can't just
Yeah, but they're definitely on track, and look forward to hearing that album.
Cool.
Haven't had a chance to yet.
So what do you got?
Lately there's been some great tributes to great artists, but no tribute has ever been done to Jackson Browne, believe it or not. I think he's been making music for about 40 years or something. This is the first ever, at least as far as I know, official tribute to Jackson Browne. And boy, it's a doozy. I mean, Bruce Springsteen, Don Henley, Bonnie Raitt, David Lindley, the Indigo Girls. I mean, just goes on. And they revisit some of his classic songs, some of his better known songs, and some one that are not as well known. But all of them, pretty much every single version on this 2 CD collection, I'm a fan of, and I just think this is just a fantastic set. Before we talk a little bit more about it, and it is a beautiful and lavish collection, let's listen to a little bit of the version of These Days, which is the first song on the collection, and then we'll talk about who that is and what's going on.
Yeah, let's check it out.
These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you, and all the times I had the chance to.
And that was actually Don Henley with Blind Pilot on the new collection to Jackson Browne. Some of the other names on here that people recognize as Ben Harper, who we've featured on the show, Lyle Lovett, Keb Mo, who we featured recently, Lucinda Williams, mentioned Bruce Springsteen, Sean Colvin, Bruce Hornsby. Joan Osborne does an amazing version of Late for the Sky song. I mean, just incredible. And there's so many good songs, I just had to pick a couple of them, and the package is just beautiful. Comes with an 8-panel digipack here, and just beautiful with both CDs in there. And I guess you might know a little bit more of the background, but I guess the artwork was all shot at Jackson Browne's brother's home, right?
His childhood home.
His childhood home.
Where him and his brother Severin Browne, who's also singer-songwriter, grew up together.
Right.
Yes. Which had a chance to actually attend at there's an organization called JPF, which had a meeting there at one point in time, which is an organization for singer-songwriters. And so yes, very beautiful though. But yeah, nice that they've put that there.
Yeah, and it's definitely the full album. The sense you get from listening to these songs, and like I said, the performances are uniformly strong. Is that these are artists that either know Jackson Browne or they were inspired or these songs, influenced. And there's just such a care and just a passion with each of these performances on here. It's just remarkable. I mean, many times you get one of these kind of tributes, whether it's one disc or two, and you might have 3 or 4 songs that really connect with you. This one, I can pretty much say you just put on the full collection, let it play, and you're not having to fast forward. These are just great performances, even artists that I was not familiar with, like Griffin House and stuff, just sound wonderful on here, and I can't say enough good things about this collection. What I thought we'd go out with, though, is listen to a little bit of Fountain of Sorrow by the Indigo Girls. I really like their performance very much.
All right, let's check it out.
And I took your childish laughter by surprise, and at the moment that my camera happened to find you, it was just a trace of sorrow in your eyes.
And that was the Indigo Girls. And one thing important to mention is on the CD, and I think it was probably left up to the artists, some do pretty faithful versions to Jackson Browne's arrangements. Some of them, like Paul Thorne, when he does Doctor My Eyes, totally redoes it, you know, makes it his own. And yet it all seems to work well. Like I said, that's the thing that really struck me when I listened to this. It's like, wow, this really works. I mean, whoever, you know, was kind of at the helm of this project really did a good job of making it all work and pulling in the right artists that had the kind of right relationship with Jackson Browne's music.
Absolutely, and I get that. I sense that just from looking at how nicely this was put together. Just looking at the packaging of it, it feels like there's been a great deal of care put into it.
Yeah, and it's nice that if they're only going to do one, you know, tribute to Jackson Browne, it's going to be a great one.
Yeah, it should be with an all-star
better
cast.
one great one than like 5, you know, kind of lackluster deals.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, well, cool. Thanks for bringing that in, man.
Yeah, and thanks for bringing a Band of Skulls. Great band.
Hey, my pleasure. And so we want to thank you for watching, and we want to thank you for subscribing. Oh, you haven't subscribed yet?
They haven't?
They haven't, no. Well,
okay.
You want to click the subscribe button, okay? So please click subscribe if this is your first time or you haven't subscribed yet. Please do it. You know, keep track of all the updates, new videos, not only the videos that Robert and I do together, but also my solo in-depth analysis reviews as well. And so until next time, my name is TJR. You can check out my music at tjrmusic.com and check out my solo reviews here at the channel. And as always, click under more info where you can link to the blog page and link to Amazon where you can listen to more audio samples and show your support by purchasing these albums.
And my name is Robert Kinsler, and of course you can read more of my work here at musicworthbuying.com and at ocregister.com and at desertstarweekly.com.
You're just all over the place.
I'm all over.
All right, so thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye.